This was so hard for me to keep up with, and I regularly listen to progressive metal. Hello, everybody. Adam here. I am a professionally trained audio engineer as well as metal guitarist, and today I'm going to be checking out the new Reflections track. This is their third single that is dropped before their album comes out, and it is Help. I have absolutely loved their last two singles, and I'm hoping that this one will also blow me out of the water as well. So let's just go ahead and dive in on this thing, and let's check it out, man. Let's check it out. Oh, very low tune, but still sounds great. It has its own place. I can hear all the individual notes. That's a hell of an intro. Great vocals. Great vocals. Dead center. Wow. Okay, electric guitars, hard left, hard right rhythm. That kick drum is out of this freaking world. It's so thick. Reminds me a lot of Code Orange. Vocals, hard left, hard right, center. Left ear, right ear. What's happening right now? Woohoo! Right ear, left ear. Okay, got this like prog metal part going on right now, tech metal. Really good electric guitar work. Snare sounds great. I'm amazed how loud the drum is, and it's not overpowering everything else. Everything has its own place in the stereo image. It's just amazing. Man, props to this vocalist for being able to come up with anything over this. Oh my gosh. Woo! Vocals were all over the place during that. Oh my gosh, what is going on right now? What time signature are we in? Whoa! This band is tight as hell. Great, like, scraping effect on that. That's awesome. Oh, I thought the song was over. Vocals left to right center. A lot of vocal effects going on here. Makes the streaming interesting. Okay, is the song over now? No random breakdowns? Okay. Wow, okay. I don't even know what just happened in my ears. This song was so musically complicated that I was honestly having a hard time focusing on both the music and the audio. So let's try to break this down as best as I can in one listen. The drums are just phenomenal. They have a really nice, like, Code Orange vibe to it, where, like, the kick drum is not just a beater hitting the face of a bass drum. The bass drum has a lot of resonance, which is really hard to do when you're mixing music this technical. Like, they were all over the place. Time signature changes, time tempo changes. This was so hard for me to keep up with, and I regularly listened to progressive metal. I loved how the drums carried everything. So If these drums were not well mixed, this song would have been just a chaotic mess. And like the drums were really the foundation for this entire thing, and then the vocalist somehow being able to come up with vocal melodies and screaming melodies over this just blows my mind. Like I'm just envisioning the Pro Tool session of this right now and just seeing like all the time signatures at the top of the screen. Just a technical. This is a technical setup. This audio engineer really likes vocal effects, and I think he does some really cool tactful effects on the high screams. Again, it sounded like just some like heavy modulation on the high fry screams, but it works so well in the mix. Like I don't really hear that happening very much. Usually screaming vocals are just a scream. Maybe they'll add like a tiny bit of reverb and a tiny bit of delay, but I feel like from a production standpoint, they really go above and beyond producing the vocals on this. The electric guitars are mixed so well. So well. So let me explain. This is a technical song. A lot of notes are being played, and none of it was muddy. Absolutely no muddy notes the whole time. They are playing down tuned, probably 8 or 9 string guitars, but even when they're playing that low, you can still like hear the notes really well. That's really hard to do, especially considering the fact that the electric guitar is playing the exact same notes and the exact same frequencies as the bass. And if you noticed throughout this whole song, the bass guitar was incredibly prevalent. At least the way I take care of this is I like to cut a lot of my low end out of my electric guitar. And then I kind of replace that low end with the bass. So I like to boost the bass at about between 300 to 350 hertz, like a really nice wide Q, and push it up somewhere between 3 to 6 dB to make sure that my mix has enough bass to where the bass is still there and not being drowned out by the electric guitar and the kick drum. Despite the fact that this kick drum was so loud, the bass was still there. It still had a lot of energy and it had a lot of presence. That is incredibly hard to do when your drum mix is this loud. So really good job on that. Again, I've said this in my past 2 videos with them, but this mixing engineer does just a phenomenal job with panning. He makes this incredibly chaotic song work well as a story using mixing. It's amazing. I mean, this song musically is incredibly chaotic, and they just add to the chaos by sometimes just killing the electric guitar in the right ear, killing the electric guitar in the left ear, vocals just in the left ear or right ear. Sometimes there's vocals in the middle, the left and right. You have no idea where things are going to be, like in your stereo image. I was constantly guessing. I could barely keep up with this song. Like, but it all sounded so clean and so polished. The really technical parts were very like easy for me to recognize. I could hear all the notes very easily. Just another great job. Another absolutely phenomenal job mixing this. The master, usually when you master something like this, especially for a song this heavy with not that many dynamics, you would expect the song to be really like squished. And it really didn't sound like that was the case. I did not hear any pumping at all, despite the fact this was a really heavy, in your face, really not that dynamic song. And I think their mastering engineer did a great job on this, because usually when a mastering engineer gets a song like this, they just want to Metallica sausage waveform where there's just nothing. It's just peaking the entire time. I felt like there was still like some headroom in this master, which gave it enough room to breathe and to still like add humanity to it. So just phenomenal job. And I will be good on my promise. I am planning on reacting to every single song on this album because I have been so ridiculously impressed by this band and by their audio engineer for the past, 3 videos now. Great job. All right, if you guys are liking the content, make sure to hit the like button, hit the sub button, and hit the bell button as well. I do have a Patreon page. It is a top link in my description. I got some cool super subscriber perks. If you're so interested, go down there and check it out, see if there's anything of interest for you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.